Hey guys, this is Jeff here. First video. Gonna try to make my name as the Butcher or the Butcher, as my YouTube account will say. Why am I the Butcher? Well, I love Pudge, and I'd like to think that I'm pretty good with him. So, without further ado, let's fast forward here. Picking, all well and good. Hey, there we go. Alright. So now we're in. I'm gonna shut this off real. Oh goodness, yeah, shut this off real quick. Um, I'll try to justify all my choices as much as I can. I'm sorry this is a replay. Well, here, choices first. Gauntlets and a salve. Typically, that's my starting item build. It's usually enough regen for me. I like to go for a fast bottle, and I really only do this when someone gets a courier. If they don't get a courier, what I will typically do, even though I would never recommend it, is just get a bottle. Because the way I like to play Pudge is get a bottle, use a hook, get him down to half health, because typically it's a squishy hero going mid. I think actually this game I was up against an axe. And hook him once, get him down to about half health, and then hook him and rot him, and just chase them until they die. And then with that gold, you can then complete your urn with the gauntlets, which I like to do. But since I have a courier, I'm just going to play cool, get some last hits, and then get my bottle, which you'll see. So I picked up the haste rune, and I'm right now just blocking some creeps. I did pretty good with last hitting this game. I'm not proud of it. The way I like to play Pudge is try to get all of his income from killing. After I've gotten that initial bottle and my urn, I try to just get all my income from hero kills. I don't like to lane that much with Pudge, typically off ganking. Maybe not the best way to play him, but it's the way I play, and it seems to work pretty good. Typically I let someone else take middle lane. I don't really think anybody did, but I'll talk about that later. So the reason this is a replay is because my internet is horrible. So in order to get a good connection game where I can really show you how I'd like to play them, instead of getting a 500 millisecond ping where it's just touch and go, I wanted to get a consistent game so I could show you guys really how a Pudge should be played, or at least in my opinion, how a Pudge should be played. So, missing some denies there. That's pretty bad. And actually, this Zeus is doing really well. He's getting me down. I mean, not low. I'm not scared or anything yet, but he worked me down. I think, I don't remember. I might pop myself here soon. Yeah, there we go. So I popped myself because it was just scary being that low. I mean, it wasn't scary yet, but, you know, I just popped it. And, I was really close to my bottle, too. So that's also a contributing factor. So I'm going to pick up my bottle here soon, if I remember. Oh, I got a deny there. That's pretty sweet. And taking some pretty heavy harass from the Zeus, but it's okay because he's pretty squishy. So that was pretty embarrassing by him, and to be honest, I should have kept Rod on. That really sucked. I remember that. I was just thinking to myself, man, I really should have gotten the kill. And it could have been the first blood too. That was kinda right in my face with the first blood from Bloodseeker. But as you can see here, I'm gonna pick up my bottle, which will actually allow me to kill the Zeus soon. So he used some regen items. I think it was a salve, probably a salve. I'm not sure if he has a bottle yet. What am I doing? That's not the way to do it. Nope, doesn't have a bottle yet, so that's swell. He almost killed me here. And it was pretty dangerous to do this, but I had full mana. Didn't really want to waste the bottle charges, because what I try to use the bottle charges for are really just mana. I try to use the Urn of Shadows for health. without really thinking about my, alright, that was a really bad explanation, sorry. I like to save my bottle charges so I can use them only when I need mana. If that makes sense, like, if I had full health but I need mana, bottle charge. It's more efficient to use it when you're missing some of both, but I like to get fast kills with Pudge. Just that way I can, get my urn. Actually, like, yeah, in this situation, I was really just trying to get enough mana for a hook so I can hook him and, then kill him. And I saw him up there. I saw him send forth this illusion, so I knew this one was an illusion. And he really didn't do much damage, so I just killed it, because, you know, you don't really want that running around, giving him vision and such. Also, that's another key thing. Pudge is my favorite character, but it really, really works all on the hooks from the side and such. If they can see you, like my first hook, he really should have dodged that, because I was just in full vision. I checked my range there. I didn't think I was going to get him. At level 4 hook, though, you can get some pretty great hooks off on your opposing mid by just standing there. And as you can see, I ran back because I might have been able to kill him, but just one, not hit, but one move, I don't know what they're called, one lightning bolt from Zeus, and I probably would have been dead if I kept my rod on. So I used the other 2 bottle charges to fill up my mana, finally have my ultimate, so it's pretty much a guaranteed kill on this Zeus if he comes back without regenning. I think he actually went over there and popped a tango. Oh, and as you can see, I'm picking up a Mask of Mana to, not Mask of Mana, Sage's Mask, to complete my urn. And that was also just pretty atrocious by me. Not having the best game, but, you know, it ends out alright. Spoiler alert, sorry. It does end out okay. So, I'm just waiting for him to push. I can't really remember what I did here. I think I tried, yeah. You know, that was really because I just figured, I'm gonna either have to Bottle Crow or go back to base. And Pudge isn't exactly one where you can use his spells for defense purposes. I mean, maybe you can save your ultimate in case somebody's going to kill you, so you can, so you can use it and then rot yourself to death so they don't get gold. That's pretty much all it is. For himself, Pudge really doesn't offer any defense. Of course, he can hook his heroes back, but that's pretty much all he offers. So, again, I don't remember. It was last night that I played this, pretty late. I think, yup, new. I don't really know what I'm doing. I think I'm just going back to base to heal. I'll have my bottle, and then I'll go back to mid, or not. Yeah, this is crazy. So pretty much what I'm gonna try to do now is kill the Zeus. It's gonna be pretty simple. Just rot. Well, you don't turn on the rot first unless you're really, really bad at that. And sometimes when I'm playing laggy games, I will turn on rot first. But I'm just gonna hook him, dismember him while rot's on, and that'll be great. Typically, you want to turn rot on in the air to keep the people from running away. It slows their movement speed, and it's a lot easier to get your ulti off on them. Also, what you may notice me do is activate my ulti while they're in the air on them. So I'll have rot on, and while they're in the air, I'll try to target my ultimate. I don't think I was very good at this game, but the idea is it's like, it's hard to explain. It's kind of, you don't move that much really from it. I'm gonna get a sweet hook off here from the trees, just predicting where he's going. And that was really big. It gave me enough gold to finish my urn, and once I have an urn in a bottle, I'm good for a couple more kills. Sorry, but what I was saying is, you can activate your ultimate on them while they're in the air, so that when they get pulled towards you, they will actually, they'll land and right next to you in the rot get targeted by your ultimate. So they won't be able to move, and they're going to be closer to you, which is going to help you chase after your ultimate's worn off, if they're not dead. Oh, I remember now. My phone was ringing, and I looked at it really quick. That was probably the worst thing that I could have done. Stop right in the river. But the rune was top, so I run up here to get a kill. And with Pudge, what you usually want to do is try to hook from around these trees. I don't do such a good job of it this time. I just really didn't want to hook. The Windrunner was running around pretty much. I just ran in for it, and Zeus killed me. So, not the smartest, but 2-1. Still doing pretty good for Pudge. And now I've got 2 charges on my urn. So, that's really what's important. Well, I mean, of course, the death was important. I really, really shouldn't have done that. But, it was good for me to get charges on my urn, and I didn't feel comfortable hooking. Also, I didn't know that both the Death Prophet and the Zeus were around there. I probably should have known that, and I just didn't. Also, if you're wondering why I wait to get boots, it's because Pudge doesn't really do a lot of moving. The only reason I'm doing a lot of moving in this build is because my Zeus is out of lane. So I think a couple of times I had asked this bounty hunter to just free farm mid, but he was never really there consistently. That was kind of bad. The game probably should have been over a lot quicker. Also, the Queen of Pain disconnected, so the fact that we didn't really just blow through them kind of upset me. If you noticed back there, I accidentally bought a magic wand instead of boots while dead, and I couldn't sell it, so I didn't have enough gold for boots. So now I'm going to pick some up. I do have this rune of invisibility, and I actually announced to my team that I was going to gank bottom. And, I mean, yeah, so you'll see what happens. I'm standing there, so obviously the Windrunner can't see me, but I couldn't see her. I remember asking Io to go up and give me vision, which is actually what he's going to do now, and go for the hook on Windrunner. And I should have kept my rod on, which is really bad. And I dismembered her. And Io actually gets the kill. But it's okay, because 1, I got assist gold. 2, I got a charge on my urn. And 3, it didn't really bother me that much. My dismember was about to run out, and I wouldn't have been able to get her. So it's better somebody got the kill than she run away with maybe 10 HP left. Also, there were 2 bottom here. I only really saw the Zeus. I thought the axe was somewhere around here, and then he came out and revealed himself. So right now it looks to them like it's 2v2. I'm invisible, but I need mana, so I actually came over here. Now that I'm thinking about it, they could probably see me. But I came over here, and I went to try to hook the Zeus. I got him, so that was pretty good. And then, because of our Ogre Magi's stun, I got the kill. I actually wouldn't have gotten it without him. So, as you'll see throughout the game, I had some pretty good teammates here. Io, I think he wanted to stun that Death Prophet, but he didn't really give me any inclination, and I wasn't about diving her, because I saw her use her ultimate up there, and typically she only uses it for, and by up there I meant when she was taking top. She typically only uses it, well, Death Prophet typically only uses it for, pushing, or really team fights, like she did, and, as you can see there, I made another mistake. I got a kill, and I tried to help them out with Death Prophet, but it wasn't in the cards. Well, not so much it wasn't in the cards, I just played that super duper badly. It was actually about this point I thought we were gonna lose, because they had a tower advantage on us, and I thought Windrunner was gonna keep pushing that tower, but it came out pretty well. I have enough farm for my mana boots, which is the next item that I would suggest on Pudge, because really Pudge doesn't have any HP problems as long as you're killing successfully. Not killing, ganking successfully. You really only run into problems with your mana, because your hooks are so really expensive. I mean, and he just has a terrible mana pool. And that's good for Bloodseeker. He and Bounty Hunter would be carrying slash semi-carrying this game. And I saw there were a couple people over there, so I decided to come out and help. Got the Zeus again, and I knew he couldn't really run, so I didn't use my ultimate on him. I think I activated an Earn Charge here and my Mana Boots to just try to get my health up, and I went for the kill on the Windrunner, and disabled her with my ultimate, and got the kill. So that's 2 kills. That's really, really big. A Pudge, pretty much, it all depends on you getting a good start. And once you've got a bunch of charges on your flesh heap, it's it's a GG. So the next item that you'll notice here is, well, sometimes I'll go for a Force Staff if I really feel it's necessary. This game I didn't. But this game I'm actually going to be going for a Bloodstone. The reason I go for a Bloodstone is because of the mana regen. It also offers health regen, not as much as Heart of Tarrasque. But all I really wanted was mana, because Pudge's mana, again, is just, it's horrible. And after I've disassembled my boots, I'll actually just turn them into Boots of Travel for faster movement speed. You could also, I mean, phase boots would be viable, but really, if you're at the point where you can get a Bloodstone and you've got enough charges on it, there's really no problem. Gold should be just coming in for you. You really shouldn't have anything to worry about. So phase boots or boots of travel are they're both pretty good on Pudge. Again, I prefer boots of travel. So I'm gonna come over here, pick up a Voidstone. The reason I'm picking up a Voidstone first is it'll be easy to turn into Perseverance, and again, it's all about mana with Pudge. You can keep keep killing if you've got good mana regen. Well, it doesn't have to be regen per se, it could be a supply. But yeah, it's all about constantly hooking, pulling people away like that. I didn't do too good of a job with Axe. I got the kill still, but I should have used my Dismember when we were right next to him. And that was it's not really a big mistake. I just, it probably could have been avoided. Maybe if I had gone up through the woods into the river, because I did know a couple other team were right there. So, yeah, it was a mistake. And as you can see right here, I was just checking on the Bloodseeker. He's doing pretty good. I think he knows really what he's doing. The only problem that we had with him was he would cast his, shoot, I forget what it's called. It's not Blood Rage. It's, it is Blood Rage. Hey, yo. Anyways, he would cast his Blood Rage on, other teammate, not other teammates, the other team. So, rather late game when he should have been doing tons of damage, he was just casting it on other teammates. So, he didn't get that 400 damage boost, which is really important when playing Bloodseeker. So, IO kind of accompanied me. I was a pretty good support. He can work well with Pudge. One of the problems I did notice, though, is he would always tether to me, and he would knock over trees that I was trying to use to hide. So, but yeah, his stuns are pretty good. And as you can see, I predicted where he was going to go. I threw the hook. There aren't any, I mean, I actually tried to kill Steel here. I'm going to admit it. But I got a neutral instead. I did use my iron on him. I was like, sorry, I really shouldn't have tried to steal that kill. And I did use my iron on the Ogre Magi too, because he's pretty low health. It just saved him a trip back to base. And really, what you want to do with Pudge, pretty much mid to late game, is whenever there's a team fight, you want to hook or try to hook one of the weaker people away from them. So you're turning 5v4s into 4v4s or 4v4s into 3v4s. It really gives your team a huge advantage. And then you can also help when cleaning up. Like, let's say somebody's trying to run, and I think it happens a couple times in here. I'll talk about it when it comes to it. But really, you want to kind of isolate weak members. Oh, that's clever. They had a word there. I didn't know that. that's smart of them. Probably should have been paying more attention. And I think I told Ogre Magi to just keep running. He probably should have used his stun. I don't know. Also, regen runes, they're the best. They're the best for Pudge because it just takes all his mana problems and throws them out the window. Also, it gives you just a couple extra charges on your urn. And what I did here is I just tried to predict where he was going to go, and I got the hook off. So, like, I knew he was running. I had vision of him, and I knew really that he wasn't going to shake things up too much. And yeah, alright. I threw the hook just to be safe, but actually the rot was enough to kill, the Windrunner. And I remember feeling here like I was just way too low on HP, so I activated my, rune. Shoot. Well, pretty much I'll probably be playing Pudge. I'm gonna try to do a couple more videos like this. Hopefully live commentaries. That would be amazing. Provided the background noise in whatever good internet place I happen to be in is not too loud. I'll probably just keep playing Pudge. If anybody has any hero suggestions, I will definitely play those, or at least give my take on how to play them. Again, my takes may not be correct, but they're just takes on it, different ways to play. And I really should have been paying more attention there, because Zeus got a invisibility rune, and I knew he was somewhere. I just didn't know where. It was probably pretty stupid of me to go up and check. Now, I remember saying to Wisp, hey, go give me vision, and I'll try to kill one of them. Well, Death Prophet actually ran to us, so I dismembered her in my rot. That was a 3v1, definitely guaranteed kill. And what I really should be doing is activating my mana boots every time they're off cooldown, which sadly I was not doing. Just noticing that now. Because really, they just offer burst mana, and what you want to do is keep your mana really high. So I have my Perseverance. Now I just need to get my, I just need to finish my Bloodstone. Gonna need a point booster and are they health boosters? Vitality boosters, that's what it is. And I think I have the courier run both. So now that I have my Bloodstone, I just need to start getting kills, because as soon as I get enough kills, my charges, well, first of all, the charges are going to help with respawn time so much, because Pudge isn't really that consistent with not dying, if you get what I'm saying. His rot really does a number to him if you're using it a consecutive amount of times without time to go back and use your urn, which, there's a cooldown every 10 seconds, so it actually does take a while. And this is a pretty good spot that you can stand in, but sadly, because of the ward, he knew that I was coming there. Also, that was super annoying during the game. Windrunner is going to stun me, and by then, there were a lot of stuns. A lot of ridiculous stuns. I think what I remember telling Io is to make a Force Staff. Yeah, I told Io to make a Force Staff really to help with Bloodseeker's ultimate, and because they had a bunch of stuns, and then that was really scary. So if he could like Force Staff me ahead and then tether to me, that would get us both out of the situation. And it would be a really nice item to have with all the stuns. I tried to predict where he was. I thought he would run on the other side of the creep, but he didn't. So I just ran in here so they didn't have vision of me anymore. And I saw that there were a metric, but ton of them. I tried to hook the Windrunner, but Zeus kind of was just in a bad place at a bad time. And that right there just gives me another all-important charge. So my mana regen is great. The 13.0 mana. It really helps. And, you know, I hooked her there to keep her from escaping. And I'm also going to Rot right here to slow her movement speed. My hook is almost off of cooldown, so I will be able to hook her soon. I think I did go for the hook, but yeah. 1, I killed her. 2, my teammates were in front of me, and that was my fault. That was atrocious. And, yeah, I mean, pretty much with Pudge, it's all about kills. Deaths don't really matter so much, but with your Flesh Heap, really kills are just, they're super duper important. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna check something really quick. Alright, sorry guys, I thought for a second I wasn't recording, which really just would have put a damper on things, because, you know, that was 20, 26, 24, 25 minutes down the drain. So, here we are again. This Wisp was doing a really, really nice job of supporting. I don't remember checking his items. I think he had a mech, and, yeah, he had a mech and Tranquil and Soul Ring, which, really, on a Wisp, whenever I play, I like to go, mech and mana boots, because the mana boots, the aura gets it, and then they get 1.5. You know, so like a person around you when they're tethered. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Two separate things. Everything's happening at once. I don't know. Pretty much when you're tethered to them, your mana boots, they're going to heal their mana in an aura, and then because of the tether, they're also going to get 1.5 times the mana that you regen. So they're getting pretty much 2.5 times however much mana boots regen. I want to say 100, but I would look like a fool if it's not 100. That's probably pretty dangerous to me. I think actually I do get killed here because of their ridiculous stuns. It might have been here where I told Wisp to get a 4-staff. Yeah, alright. Also, another thing you may have seen me just pick up my boots of travel, if that's, if you're wondering. Another thing that you may have seen me do is hook into teleports. And that, it works remarkably well, actually. The way it works is, pretty much your hook's already on the way, so you try to time it. So right when they teleport in, your hook is under where they are supposed to be going, and that it works really well if your timing's down, because they're expecting to at least be able to get back a little and defend. Well, nope. You hook them out and then Rot, Dismember, and kill them. Now, what I'm going to go for here is a Agnum Scepter, because when you've got a bunch of kills, your strength grows a ton, which means your HP's up, and also, with the Agnums, you get a 0.75, it's a 0.75 strength-based boost to your DPS on your Dismember. My hook sadly was just short there, which really sucked. And then, so it's a 0.75 times the strength that you currently have, DPS, and that was another really, really bad hook back-to-back. I was trying to predict where Axe was going, and Bounty Hunter ran into it instead. So it's really good because it makes your dismember very, very nice. Also, my teammates ran in front of that hook, so I couldn't get it, sadly. But I think I am gonna pick up the kill here. But anyways, it's like the more kills you get, the easier it is to kill with your dismember. Because it does around 300, 350 damage at level 3, and then when you have it boosted, it could be doing like 500 damage. You know, 1,000 damage. Really, as much damage as you want. It all depends on uh, how high your strength boost is. So, I probably should have gotten the Agnums before I upgraded my boots. That's pretty bad. What I do go for here is I don't want that Zeus to escape. I really didn't do that right. Actually, I'm not even sure why I have Rod on there. That was pretty bad of me. The Bloodseeker did good though. Picking up that kill. And you see when your mana regen is really good, you can just constantly hook. And again, I tried to predict where she was going to go. I didn't do that well. But overall, I've done pretty good with predictions. So, yep. Ooh. The Wisp is going to tether me here to help me escape. And everybody's pretty low on mana, which really the Wisp should be covering the Bounty Hunter, overcharging the Bounty Hunter, and then using Arcanes to give the Bounty Hunter. So, just the Wisp really should be sticking to the Bounty Hunter, and just boosting him up, giving him mana regen. Here's what I'm talking about, the perma-stun. It's just, they stun me to death. It's really, really sad. And I turned on Rod here because I thought I was going to die. The Wisp actually sacrificed himself. What he would have done if he was a pretty good Wisp is bought a TP scroll and start TPing now. So that way he gets there and then immediately is teleported back. But no, he sacrificed himself, which was really, really nice of him. And I was going to teleport mid to maybe safety hook him and try to avenge him. What is the axe doing? Is he doing ancients? Yeah. The axe actually ended up being very, very good this game. Very good. I'd probably say that he was the team's carry. So, the ward's not there, they can't see me. This is just a great, great spot, because it's so hard to get out of, I should say. So, it's easy to pull them in, and if you do it right, you can actually tree block them. I haven't been doing it, right, though. So, the idea of tree blocking is, you're gonna pull them in, and then they're gonna get caught in between the trees and you. Because of that, they won't be able to run, and they're just gonna have to stand there and fight until they die. And most of these people are gonna die. Even Axe would die if I didn't attack him and tree blocked him, because I have more HP than him, and Rot does the same amount of damage. And he doesn't have a Hood of Defiance. So I probably should have been using my Urn better. Also, because Zeus is tracked, I could see him. So that was pretty nice. I don't think he could see me. So, you know, it's like a hook out of the blue. I'm not really sure what he was doing there. He was standing still. Maybe he was AFK. Maybe he was trying to type something to his team. I don't know. So, as you can see, I have the Ogre Club. That's really what you should pick up first. The Ogre Club and the Point Booster are what you should carry in your inventory. And then if you're going this build, and then the Staff and Blade of Clarity should be picked up at your discretion. Because the Point Booster and Ogre Club help boost your strength, and I mean, you're not really getting much out of agility or the staff for intelligence. I mean, your mana regen is already ridiculous if you've been doing this right, getting charges on your bloodstone. So here, I think what I was waiting for was my dismember to be up. Also, this is when it got really annoying. I tried to hide here so I could hook him, and Oh, maybe this isn't it. We'll have to see. But this Wisp, he would always teleport to me. Not teleport. Um, what's the word? Tether. Sorry. Sorry, guys. And he would always knock down my trees. Yeah, here it is. Right here. So all that tree blocking just gone. All the hiddenness gone. I was gonna stand here, see if I can get a hook. The range on the level 4 hook is pretty big. Um, that's why I was just gonna stand there and see if anybody was dumb enough to walk by. Probably should have killed the axe. The axe actually is pretty hard to kill though without a blade mill, because of his not culling blade, because of his counter helix. That's what it is. So as you can see here, this is really like a team fight situation for Pudge. You can run in and rot and help him pick him off, but really what you should be doing is pulling out the enemies one by one. And I was just running away here because I knew I was going to get stunned like I did last time. Just trying to get to safety. Oh yeah, that was really bad of me. I tried to teleport, and I'm trying to commit suicide here so they wouldn't get any gold, but sadly they did. And there's really nothing I can do about that. So I'm gonna have my Agnums. Sorry, I'm not actually gonna have my Agnums because I don't have my point booster. But the Bloodstone is gonna get me back faster. That's pretty nice. And then, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much good. I find that you don't really need a heart if you've got a Bloodstone and then a ton of charges on your urn, which you're going to constantly be making because your Bloodstone has a ton of charges. And you start to snowball, really. A Pudge can snowball pretty bad. So, I remember the Wisp. I was here, he was just like, hey, let me use you as pretty much a fast teleport. I was like, alright, guess I'm going to stand still. Abusing game mechanics, you know, usually. And I wasn't sure really where they were, so I was going to stand here and see if any of them walked out, so I can get a hook off on them. Io gave me vision, that was pretty nice, but none of them were really there. And at this point, I mean, rather than being optimistic, I was just going to try to make sure that I cover my team. Sadly, I haven't done many defensive hooks, and that is, I've just been, I don't know, maybe I've been kind of greedy, but that is really not, I shouldn't, how can I say it, I shouldn't be so greedy with my hooks, if that makes sense. I should be, you know, pulling my teammates out of those really bad team fights. But sometimes it's hard. So here comes the Zeus again, and I got him. It's just, it's so easy to get kills from here, especially on squishy heroes. You know, you hook them in, they've got nowhere to go, and it's just, they can't really do much. That's all I'm gonna say about it. So, as you can see, I'm just trying to do my part. I thought there was gonna be a team fight really soon. Also, yeah, first bad hook, second, there goes Wisp, knocking down some trees again, which is kind of annoying. Also, when he's tethering, it lets people know that I'm there, which is not really what you want to broadcast when you've got a Pudge. So he tethers to me here to get out of this. Is pretty nasty. And I remember thinking that yeah, alright, there we go. Trying to get the Death Prophet, but sadly she went invisible. I'm not sure. She was Shadow Blade? Yep, she has a Shadow Blade. You'll Scepter. Her build is kinda DPS-y, but that's not really what Death Prophet's about. I don't get her build. I don't know. So, there's Axe. It actually helped that I had, my teammates kinda beating up on him. And then Bloodseeker's gonna pick up the kill from, Windrunner. I could have hooked her, like, just in case, but he was running. He was gonna get her. It was pretty obvious. And then, you know, obviously, I didn't know where the Death Prophet is until now. I tried to hook her back. I got her, but I don't think we actually got the kill because my ultimate wasn't up. You know, I'm just coming over here. I forget if I said that we should Roshan. Nope. At one point, I did say that we should Roshan, and I tanked it. But yeah, like, the amount of snowballing that Pudge does, I've got 1,000 plus mana. It's regenning, like crazy. Wisp was actually picking up a heart, so I wasn't too worried about it. So for my next item, I just went with a Force Staff, and then I was going to pick up a heart. But, yeah, alright, there we go. But, you know, just the HP, almost 4,000 HP, and that's just from getting kills. Like, of course, the Agnums and the Bloodstone are going to do it, but even if they weren't, just from getting kills, I'm getting, just crazy strength gain. 45 bonus strength. It's huge. And I actually here, I wanted to pick up the what is it, the Aegis? But I didn't. So, that was, again, my fault. I think, remembering that I was going to try to hook her there, but Bloodseeker ran in the way. And I probably would have gotten her, too. That's kind of the sad part. Also, Wisp doing huge here, but it wasn't meant to be. It was 4v2. And I had Rod on. But the Bloodstone is keeping me in-game, so that's pretty big. And let's see what I pick up for. Yep, Force Staff. I'm gonna get a ring of regen first to kind of help with my passive regen. Also, really just offset the rod. The rod does. It's not so big now, but just if you're offsetting the rod where you could constantly walk on, it would be amazing. I actually had that happen to me one game because I think it was one of the first games I played with Pudge, and I was like, hey, you know what would be really good? Vladimir's. Because I could help my team with the Aura Lifesteal, and I could just keep Rod on. And I actually just completely butchered. I butchered Pudge, because I turned him from what he should be, a ganking hero, into, into a pushing hero. I would just stand in the middle of the waves and actually gain health from having my Rod on. I actually don't know. I don't know if it was the Vladimirs that did that. I don't know, because I had a Heart of Tarax too. I don't know. I remember picking up Vladimir's because I thought it would trigger on Rod. I was super duper dumb. So I come over here to maybe hook the Zeus if he tries to run away. I tried to predict what he was going to do. Sadly, I missed him because he backtracked, which kind of sucked. And we do end up picking up the kill here, basically because of, I guess, our support, Ogre Magi. And I don't remember if I had vision here or not, but it's just, with Pudge, it's really all about predicting with your hooks. And then the Agnums does huge damage with my current strength. I predicted it pretty well there, as you can see. What I did, because she only really had a couple paths, 2 paths, and I just figured, hey, she's going up. She's not gonna, I don't know, she's not gonna go to the Ancients, and she's probably not gonna run towards their bottom tower, our top tower. That would be just foolish. So I'm gonna go up here because I really didn't. This tower wasn't in danger of falling, but it was just a creep wave, some nice farm. I wish the Bloodseeker and I had coordinated a little better. He probably should have gotten all that. Probably should have backed off, but I didn't. So, you know, it's fine. It all worked out. So 38 to 25, we've got a pretty big advantage. I think really right now we're just drawing the game out more than it has to be. This is really the Agnums is you can either do it core or late game if you just choose not to disassemble your mana boots if you don't think it's going to go into late game. But I figured that it would go into late game because they had pushed our towers, although we were ahead in kills. So it was like, I just figured, oh, what I'm doing right here is just waiting to see if I can hook any unsuspecting travelers. Also letting Bloodseeker get all the farm. What I was saying, though, was that pretty much they had pushed our towers, but we were leading in kills. So I figured that we were going to win. Didn't really know how soon we were going to win, and then just went with my late game, like anticipating that there would be a late game build for Pudge. So, fun fact, you can't really hook them unless they're, well, that close from there. It's a nice hooking spot. You can tree block there, but it's not that good. Also, I just kind of anticipated somebody being there. I didn't have vision on the, Windrunner, but I went with my gut instinct, and it paid off. It did pretty well. Also, just, oh my goodness, Flesh Heap is so overpowered. That was pretty bad. I'll admit that. That was one of the worst things. But yeah, if you can hook somebody out that's defending their tower, it's really, really good. Like, I remember I kept thinking that I could hook one of these. I don't believe that I did. I always figured that I had to get a lot closer to it. So I just came here to help push the tower. I don't remember. Nope, I didn't get it because she tried to stun me with her Yules. And then I thought she was going to run a little to the left. So that was a bad hook on my part. I dismembered on Axe because I knew that we could get the Death Prophet kill. Because she was stunned and was forced to stand in my rot. Also, just, yes, the Wisp doing amazing. Love Wisp. He's regenerating me so much. Not so much, but way more than I would have on my own. You know, and I feel really bad about it. I should have done the defensive hook. What I was actually trying to do there was hook the Axe, but that was pretty hard considering that Wisp was right in front of me. I would have had to hook around Wisp, if that makes sense, and that just, I didn't really see it happening. So I actually have enough money here to pick up my Force Staff, which I will do. Yep, there we go. So after my Force Staff, I think I just went for a Heart of Tarrasque. Yep, added it to my convenient little shopping list, so that's swell. And right now I'm just waiting for my other team so I can get some kills. Also another regen rune, which is amazing. I decided to use my bottle charges to just get me a little head need fee. Because, you know, you're gonna get full after you've used the rune. That's pretty nice. And, yep. Now, the game's pretty much over. I'm just waiting for, really, my teammates to push. This is drawn out so much longer than it needs to be. So, I'm gonna flip around to the other people. Zeus, he's doing mighty well. Not the greatest Zeus I've seen, but not the worst. Typically when I see Zeuses, they're just horribly, horribly mean. They'll either kill steal or just complain a lot, and I have no idea why that is, but they do. I think Axe is about to come close to me. So, yep, I saw him. And I've got Boots of Travel, so I can catch up to him. That's really nice. And I dismembered him right here. The strength, just the damage bonus is great. And then Wisp is going to come in here for the stun, and Bloodseeker finishes up. So that's really, really nice. That was good. Again, the Wisp really shouldn't be on me except for health regen. He really should be tethering to Bloodseeker or Bounty Hunter and giving them attack speed. So I remember trying to hook here, but I realized that wasn't going to work. She was going to get too far away. But I did. I don't think I saw her there actually. I think yeah, I didn't see her there. I just what I was really going for was, like, you know, someone to be over here in this vicinity, because if I'm standing there, I'm gonna hook straight through onto there, and typically people stand here to defend their tower without getting attacked. So if you're gonna go for a blind hook, I was just trying to blind hook where people would be. Sadly, Windrunner was in a very, very unfortunate spot. Yeah, so I was activating a regen room here. My HP got up. Didn't fully regen, but that's okay. And I mistook there. Again, it's not a big deal. The game's over. So let me just talk a little bit about what I'd like to do. Pretty much, I would absolutely love to do videos every week. Well, I probably won't get a chance to do that though, because of, you know, the sadly bad internet connection. They killed me there again. That was pretty bad. No admittance. But, you know, I would love to do this every week. I'll try to get them out as often as I can. If you have any hero suggestions, because honestly I'm running out of heroes to play. I've tried to play most of them, or at least most of them that seem useful. Like, and I'm sure every hero is useful in their own certain way, but somehow, I don't know. There's some heroes that I don't like. But honestly, if anybody wants to see me play anything like it, I'm down for it. So just first person to say what they want to see me do, I'll do it. Oh, first person to say what they want to see me play. That could end in some very bad things if people are like, hey, maybe you should burn your house down. No, don't want to burn my house down. I'll try to get some live commentaries going. I'm also going to try to play with my friend. You may have seen him up there. My friend Hugh. Yeah. Also, I'm not sure why they had the Queen of Pain out. Like, at this point, they were pretty much just feeding us free kills. And then with Zeus, I hooked him and then dismembered him. And because of the huge strength bonus that I have, how much strength did I give me? 94? Nope, 59. Anyways, big strength bonus. It's amazing. And I 4 staff back here. This is a really, really great spot to be if you just want to farm them. So, that's why. You can just hook them out of their fountain. Completely unexpected. I think the range, yep, I checked it. It covers just a little bit, but most of the entrance, which is really, really nice. So, she was actually doing it pretty smart. I waited here for a while. I don't think I got too many other kills. Did I pick up the quap? Nope. Didn't pick up the quap. Alright, now, sorry, a little bit of ADHD. Not ADHD, ADD. Whatever you guys want to see me play, whatever hero, just drop into the description with a subscribe and like, of course. Maybe a thumbs up. That'd be awesome. Just kidding. Thumbs up or likes. What am I saying? And I will be more than happy to play it. More than happy. I would, you know, I like Dota. I'm really down for any hero. Bounty Hunter, I remember him. He did not play around. He just got Divine Rapier. Not just like currently, but he had it for a while. It was super duper good build for him. So the game's over. I think we spawn trapped a little bit. So again, any hero that you want to see me play, I'm down for it. I did pretty good. But I do. That's not the thing. 24 and 7, 15, not that bad. I actually said thank you here because somebody in Ally chat. I meant to post the 24 and 7 in Ally chat and then post the thank you because Wisp said he was recommending me. Anywho, this has been Jeffrey or the Butcher, whichever you prefer. The TheDotAButcher. I honestly don't care. Just like, comment, subscribe, and say whatever hero you want me to play, and I'll be happy to do it. See you guys.